Yo, what's going on, everybody's boy DC NBA here, and today we are back with another video. And today we're going to be going over the New York Knicks and asking a couple questions about them, just kind of going over their roster and their improvement from last season, because obviously we know the Knicks kind of sucked, but now they're doing pretty okay. But yeah, if you guys enjoy, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to never miss a video. The goal is to reach 5K by the end of the year. There's only one way we can do that, and that is by you guys supporting out the channel. But without further ado, let's get right into this. So, can the Knicks actually make the playoffs is kind of the big question that we're going to be going over today. Currently, they are 25th in defensive rating, 7th in no, they're 25th in offensive rating, 7th in defensive rating, and 21st in net rating. Basically, what this means, their offense is kind of their defense is kind of pretty good. Overall, they're kind of But yeah, so far this season, Tom Thibodeau has been very solid. Their defense has been very good this season. Last year they were 23rd in defensive rating. This year they are 7th. Very big improvement. They have not added a lot of pieces that would help them defensively, at least. So seeing this drastic improvement is mostly due to scheme, and that's why Tom Thibodeau is the GOAT. But yeah, the whole Knicks team has been playing very well defensively. Their first and opponent field goal percentage, first and opponent field goal percentage, and also first in opponents' points per game. Basically, what that's saying is that their opponents are not scoring nothing on them. Every basket, tough one. And they have a lot of bright spots on this team. We're gonna first go over how they brought over the one, the only Derrick Rose back again in New York. This is very intriguing move for sure. They traded Dennis Smith and a second-round pick to get him, not giving up a lot of value. Dennis Smith has not looked fantastic for them over the last season and a half, so getting rid of him was not that big of a deal. Second-round pick, solid. But what this kind of shows is that they want to make a run for the playoffs. Derrick Rose obviously is a very good offensive player. Can give you like 16 and 5 a night. Yeah, he's a very good player. Obviously, still at this point in his career. But does this kind of impact one of their other young star players in the making? Quickly, who has been very good so far as a second-round pick this season. In his last 10 games, he's currently averaging 14 points, 2.7 assists per game, 2.9 rebounds per game on 42% shooting, but then 37.5% from 3. So, yeah, he has looked pretty solid so far as the season continues. He just continues to, get more experience. Recently, in the last couple of games, he hasn't been playing that much, but, Tom Thibodeau, how he is with his young players, always in win-now mode for them, for sure. But yeah, he looks to be a good, solid, scoring point guard. Hopefully, he can evolve into something more than just a scorer. Hopefully, he can work on his playmaking. But yeah, so far he's been pretty good. Shooting the ball good from 3. Need to be a little bit more efficient in the paint, but yeah, he's been pretty good so far. Another player who's been fantastic this season has been Julius Randle, who is putting up an all-star case, and that's crazy to say, but he is. He's averaging 22.7 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, and a shocking 6 assists per game. While shooting 48% from the field and 39% from 3. He has improved a ton since last season, especially in his playmaking and three-pointer. He's the primary playmaker for this team. I don't know if that's a good thing, I'm being honest. But, he's stepped up to the challenge, and yeah, he's been pretty good. Playmaking-wise, his three-pointer has been pretty good too. That's always good to see. He's taking around 5 attempts per game on almost 40%. It's incredible to see, especially considering he was taking less. He was taking like 2 attempts a game, and he was shooting like 35. So the increase in volume and the increase in percentage has been fantastic to see. And yeah, another player who also has improved a good amount is R.J. Barrett. This season he's averaging 17 points per game, 3 assists, 6.5 rebounds, while shooting 43.5% from the field and only 29% from 3. RJ obviously still has a ton of talent and a ton of value, but I really thought that he would be this team's lead playmaker. 100%. I really did. I thought he could average around 5 or 6 assists. I thought it would slowly kind of manifest into something more than that. But obviously he's still really young. He's still pretty good. He's a good scorer, good shot creator. Kind of don't got to worry about that yet. Hopefully next year, he kind of takes a leap in his playmaking department. Also, his three-pointer has been horrible. Got to fix that. That's very important, obviously, in today's age. Got to be better. But yeah, I don't know. So this offense, kind of is a problem. They kind of suck offensively. They don't really have spacing. They have not that many shot creators, and they lack a true playmaker. Don't tell me Elfrid Payton is a true playmaker, because I'm gonna fight you. Also, I think that since they acquired Derrick Rose, they need to get rid of Elfrid Payton, because you're not gonna have a 3-headed monster at point guard with Derrick Rose, Emmanuel Quickley, and Elfrid Payton. I'm sorry, Elfrid Payton, you gotta go. But yeah, kind of some other things to go on with this team. Obi Toppin hasn't looked the best. He hasn't been playing a lot, but in the minutes he has played, hasn't looked that good. Yeah, kind of just enough said there. Then you got Frank Milikina, who's been injured for most of the season. Especially with Tom Thibodeau, you think that he'd be playing a lot more, considering how much Tom Thibodeau loves defense. So hopefully, he can, play more. Hopefully he's healthy, and yeah, he, can really help this defense out to be, make a case to be top 5. Then you got players like Mitchell Robinson, who he hasn't improved since his rookie season. He's still pretty much the same player. Has not really added anything offensively. He's fouling less, which is great, but still nothing special there. So hopefully he can add something to his game so that he can be a little bit more impactful. And yeah, just kind of overall as a team, I think that adding Derrick Rose really helps them offensively, gives them another ball handler, another shot creator, but it doesn't help out with their spacing. Their spacing's still not going to be good. He can help out in the playmaking department, but he's solid, but he's not going to average more than 5 assists, especially you got to depend how much he's actually going to play, especially with Emmanuel Quickley. Emmanuel Quickley, I think, needs to work on his playmaking if he wants to be a true point guard in this league. R.J. Barrett, again, needs to be better at playmaking. Julius Randle is doing great. He needs to keep doing what he's doing, apparently. But yeah, I think that the Knicks, honestly, they figure out everything offensively. They could have a real shot to be at least in the play-in tournament or in the 8th seed, for sure. Because, again, they're really good defensively. They have a lot of bigger bodies that they can switch on to guys. They have a lot of good potential defensively, especially with such a good defensive coach in Tom Thibodeau. Yeah, offensively, I don't know what they need to do. I feel like they should start Emmanuel Quickley. That'll help. I think that. You need to let RJ kind of take control of the offense more, get him a little bit more comfortable in the system and everything, and just get him a little bit more comfortable, just, because you're hoping he eventually becomes your first option. Maybe give Julius Randle the ball less, have him play more off ball. I think that could help out a lot. Derrick Rose, Julius Randle pick and rolls could be something, pick and pops. I don't know, we just got to see. Hopefully Mitchell Robinson can get more involved in the offense. I'm not too sure about that, but, we'll see what happens with this team, honestly. If they make the playoffs, fantastic. but they're not going to have a real shot out in the East for sure. But yeah, you know, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell again. I just started a new channel. It's called DanKim829. The link will be in the description. Go check out my podcast with my friends Brian and Brian. This week we had a special guest, so you guys should go check that out. Also, go check out my TikTok, my Instagram, and my Twitter. All those will be down in the description. So if you guys enjoy, please make sure, you know, you guys check those out. And have a good day, guys. Thank you.